Okay, real talk. I almost made a mistake on my very first Disney cruise that would have cost me over $300. $300! And the crazy part? It would have been so easy to avoid if someone had just told me one simple thing before I sailed. And that's exactly what this video is. These are the 10 things I genuinely wish I had known before stepping foot on a Disney cruise ship for the first time. Some of these will save you money, some will save you time, and a couple of them, they'll just flat out make your trip so much better. So if you have a Disney cruise booked, or you're even just thinking about booking one, stay right here. This video is for you. Hey everyone, welcome back to Castles to Cruises. I'm Casey, and if you're new here, this channel is all about Disney vacations for adults. Parks, cruises, all of it. I sail with Disney 4 to 5 times a year, so trust me when I say I've picked a few things up along the way. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and the little bell icon so you don't miss anything. I drop new Disney content every week. Okay, let's get into it. 10 tips, no fluff? Here we go. Tip 1. Book early. And seriously, use a travel agent. Alright, tip number 1, and this one directly affects how much money you spend. Disney Cruise Line uses dynamic pricing. What that means is that prices almost always go up over time, not down. So the sooner you book, the better the rate you're going to lock in. Now, here's where a lot of first-timers leave money on the table. They think booking through a Disney travel agent is going to cost them extra. It does not. Disney pays the agent's commission. It doesn't come out of your pocket at all. But the reason I love using one? The right travel agent will actually give you onboard credit just for booking through them. That is free money to spend on the ship. And if you're flexible on your sailing dates, ask your agent about the flexible fare option or watch for rate adjustments. That kind of flexibility can sometimes save you up to 35% compared to booking at the full rate. Here's another thing that nobody talks about enough. Paying with discounted Disney gift cards. If you have a Target Red card, you get 5% off gift cards every time. Sam's Club also sells Disney gift cards. A $500 card for around $480. It doesn't sound huge, but when you're paying thousands for a cruise, those savings add up fast. So, book early, use an agent, and pay with discounted gift cards. That combination alone can make a real dent in your total cost. Tip 2. Pick your ship before you pick your itinerary. Okay, tip 2, and this one surprised me when I first heard it. On a Disney cruise, especially on a shorter 3 or 4 night sailing, you actually spend more time on the ship than you do in port. So the ship is the destination. Every Disney ship has its own personality. Different Broadway caliber shows, different restaurant themes, different vibes. The Disney Dream and the Disney Wish are both absolutely fantastic ships if you're sailing for the first time. But the point is, you should research what's on the ship before you commit to a specific date or sailing, not after. And speaking of ships, if you see a special themed sailing like Marvel Day at Sea or Halloween on the High Seas, they are genuinely cool, but I'd be cautious recommending them for first-timers. Those sailings draw huge crowds. Everything fills up faster, lines are longer, and there's a lot more going on. There's almost too much going on. Learn the ropes on a regular sailing first, then go back for the themed events. Your future self will thank you. Tip 3. Master online check-in. It's basically a race. This one is a game changer, and I cannot stress it enough. Online check-in on Disney Cruise Line is not just a formality. It determines what time you get to arrive at the port, and that matters because the earlier you arrive, the more of your embarkation day you actually get to enjoy on the ship. Here's how it works. Check-in opens at midnight, literally midnight, on your eligible date. When that date is depends on your Castaway Club loyalty status. If it's your first Disney cruise, you're checking in at 30 days before your sail date. The best port arrival times are gone within minutes of midnight. I'm talking minutes. So before that night comes, have everything ready. Your passport photos uploaded, your credit card on file, your emergency contact info filled out, everything. So when midnight hits, you're checking through in 30 seconds flat, not scrambling to find your passport number. The Navigator app, and I'll talk about this more in tip 8, download it before check-in day. It's your best friend throughout this whole process. And again, if you use a Disney travel planner, this is one of those things they can handle for you, which is an insane stress relief. Tip number 4, pack a day bag. your room won't be ready. Okay, this is such a simple tip, but it causes so much unnecessary frustration for first-timers. When you board the ship, your stateroom is not going to be ready yet. It's typically ready around 1:30 to 2 in the afternoon, and your checked luggage, that might not show up outside your door until 6 p.m. So if you don't pack a day bag, a carry-on with the stuff you need for the first few hours, you're going to be wandering around the ship in your travel clothes while everyone else is already in the pool. Don't be that person. Here's what goes in your day bag: swimsuit, sunscreen, flip-flops, sunglasses, a hat, your medications, your phone charger. Keep your travel documents and your key to the world card, that's the room key and your onboard charge card, completely accessible, not buried in a bag, on your person, or in a small pouch. The strategy here is beautiful. You board, drop your day bag somewhere secure, throw on your swimsuit, and hit the pool deck while everyone else is still figuring out where they are. The water slides on embarkation morning are practically empty. It's the best kept secret of the ship. Tip 5. Packing essentials most people forget. Alright, we're going to do a rapid fire packing tip segment because this is where I see people make the most avoidable mistakes. Things to bring that you wouldn't think of, and things to absolutely leave at home. Bring a pirate night outfit. Almost every Disney cruise has a pirate night deck party, and it is so much fun. The ship sells some pirate stuff, but the selection is limited and overpriced. Bring a bandana, an eye patch, a striped shirt, something. You don't have to go all out, but trust me, you'll wish you had something. Bring door magnets. Decorating your stateroom door is a huge Disney Cruise Line tradition. People go all out. You can find Disney-themed magnet sets on Amazon for pretty cheap, and it just makes your door feel special. I look forward to it every single time. Bring a life jacket or hoodie for the theater or evening shows. The air conditioning on these ships is no joke. I've been freezing in the theater in the middle of the Caribbean. Bring the layer. Reef-safe sunscreen if you're visiting Castaway Cay or Lookout Cay. It's required for protecting the reef, and the ship's store sunscreen is expensive. A USB hub or non-surge protected power strip. The staterooms have very limited outlets, and the ones they do have are often awkward to reach. Surge protected power strips are actually banned on DCL ships, but a simple USB hub or basic power strip without surge protection is totally fine. And a lanyard for your key to the world card. You're going to use this card constantly to get on and off the ship, to buy things, to get into your room. Having it on a lanyard saves you so much time. Cash for the porters at the port. Tip them $1 or $2 per bag. It goes a long way. And a little cash for port shopping. What not to bring. Beach towels, the ship provides them. Floats or pool rafts, not allowed. And please don't take your whole wallet everywhere. Leave extra cards locked in your stateroom safe. Tip 6. Embarkation Day. Know your first moves. Embarkation Day is one of my absolute favorite days of any Disney cruise. It is pure magic. But if you don't have a game plan, it can also feel overwhelming because there is so much going on all at once. So let me walk you through exactly what to do. Arrive at the port as early as your port arrival time allows. Never earlier, but right on time. Hand your checked bags to the porters, tip them, and keep your day bag. Walk through check-in, get your key to the world cards, and you're on. Your very first stop after boarding, the Navigator app will direct you to complete your muster drill, the mandatory safety briefing. On Disney Cruise Line, you do this through the app by watching a safety video and then checking in at your muster station. It's fast and easy, and you have to do it before you can participate in most onboard activities, so just knock it out immediately. After that, head straight to the buffet, usually called cabanas, for lunch. Get there early before the post-boarding rush. Then, if you have kids, go register them at the Oceaneer Club. After lunch, hit the water slides. I say this every time because every time the slides are nearly empty on embarkation afternoon. By day 2, there will be a line. Take advantage. And then at sail away, do not, I repeat, do not be in your stateroom for the sail away party. Get up to the top deck, grab a drink, feel the ship start to move, watch the confetti, hear the music and the ship's horns. Is generally one of the most magical moments of the whole cruise. I've done it dozens of times and I still get a little emotional every single time. Tip 7. Understand rotational dining. It's actually brilliant. Okay, Disney's dining system is one of the things that truly sets the cruise line apart. And once you understand how it works, you're going to love it. Here's the concept. Disney Cruise Line has a system called rotational dining. You rotate through 3 different themed restaurants over the course of your cruise. But here's the genius part. Your servers rotate with you, so you get to experience a completely different atmosphere and menu each night. But you keep the same waitstaff who already know your name, your preferences, whether you're celebrating something. It's the best of both worlds. There are 2 dinner seatings, early at 5:45 p.m. and late at 8:15 p.m. Here's something important to know. The dinner shows are staggered. If you're at early seating, you go to the evening show after dinner. Late seating, you see the show first, then dinner. Both work, and I've genuinely enjoyed both. Everything in rotational dining is included in your cruise fare. Order multiple appetizers, order 2 entrees if you want, order every single dessert on the menu. Seriously, this is not the time to hold back. And your servers are phenomenal at accommodating dietary restrictions, so flag those on day 1 and they will take care of you every single night. Tell your server if you have a birthday or anniversary happening. They will make it special. I've seen some pretty elaborate table celebrations. Now the specialty restaurants. Disney ships have adult-only dining options. Palo, which is an Italian-style restaurant and absolutely stunning. Remy on the Dream and Fantasy, which is French-inspired fine dining. And Enchanté on the Wish. These cost extra, but they are worth every penny for a special night out. The caveat is they fill up fast. Book them as soon as your booking window opens. A pro tip, schedule your specialty dining on a night where your rotational dining assignment is a restaurant you've already visited. That way, you're not missing anything new. Tip 8. The Navigator app is your command center. I keep mentioning the Navigator app and I need to just dedicate a whole tip to it just because this thing runs your entire cruise. Download it before you even leave home. The app connects to the ship's Wi-Fi, which, by the way, you do not need a paid internet package to use the app. It works for free on board, so you can communicate with your travel group, check your schedule, and plan your day without spending a dime on Wi-Fi. What's in the app? Your dining rotation schedule, all the daily activities, character meet and greet times with location, deck maps, showtime, spa appointments, everything. You can heart activities you want to do to build your own custom schedule. You can get push notifications for things like when a character you want to meet is about to appear, or when an activity you flagged is starting in 15 minutes. The onboard messaging feature is great for coordinating with friends or family. No cell service needed. One thing I want to say here though, you cannot do everything. You will see the activity list and feel FOMO about 12 things all happening at the same time. That is completely normal. Pick your priorities, let go of the rest, and have fun. The Navigator app is supposed to help you have a better experience, not give you schedule anxiety. Tip 9. Port excursions. Disney versus going independent. Tip 9 is about something a lot of first-timers overthink. What to do at the ports. Do you book through Disney? Do you book independent tours? Do you just wing it? Here's the most important thing you need to know, and I want you to remember this. If you book a Disney Port adventure and it runs late, the ship will wait for you. That is a guarantee. If you book independently and you're late getting back to the ship will leave without you. That is not a drill, it happens. Disney excursions cost more than booking the same type of tour independently. That's just the reality. But for a first timer, the peace of mind is worth it. Once you've done a few cruises and you know the ports better, you can start exploring independent options confidently. Some ports are totally walkable on your own, no excursion needed whatsoever. In those cases, Disney often provides a free shuttle bus from the port to the town center, so ask about that before spending money on transportation. Here's a little known strategy I love. On port days, if you're not doing an excursion, stay on the ship in the morning. Everyone else floods off at 8 a.m. You will have the pool, the hot tubs, the water slides, and a whole lot of quiet basically to yourself. Then stroll off the ship in the afternoon when the crowds have thinned. It's a completely different experience. At Disney's private islands, Castaway Cay and the newer Lookout Cay at Lighthouse Point, the beach access, food, soft drinks, and Disney amenities are all included in your fare. You don't need to book anything, just show up and have the most perfect beach day of your life. 2 things to always know at every port. your all aboard time, and your last shuttle time. Write them down or screenshot them, and please never take your passport off the ship. Leave it in your stateroom safe. Tip 10. Book your next cruise while you're still on board. And we've made it to tip 10, and I saved one of my absolute favorites for last. While you're on the ship, literally while you are cruising, you can book your next Disney cruise at a 10% discount. Yes, really. Here's how it works. Disney offers what's called a placeholder booking. You put down a $250 deposit and you lock in 10% off any future Disney cruise fare, plus onboard credit. You have 2 years to decide what specific sailing you want to apply it to. You don't have to know the date or the ship right now, you just put down the placeholder. And here's where it gets even better. If you transfer that placeholder to a travel agent within 30 days of getting home, you can stack their onboard credit on top of what Disney already gave you. More free money. You can book up to 2 placeholders per household per sailing. And even if you're not sure you're going to cruise again, maybe life happens, budgets shift, book it anyway. The placeholder deposit is refundable if you cancel. You literally have nothing to lose and potentially hundreds of dollars to gain. The one thing I'll tell you, do not wait until the last night to do this. The onboard booking desk has a line on the final evening that stretches around the corner. Go earlier in the cruise, ideally by day 3 or 4, and you'll be in and out in 10 minutes. Okay, so those are my 10 must-know tips for your first Disney cruise. If I had to pick the 3 that'll make the biggest impact, book early with a travel agent and using discounted gift cards, have your check-in info ready before midnight on your eligible date, and book that onboard placeholder before you disembark. Those 3 things alone could easily save you $300 to $500 or more on your trip. I want to hear from you now. Drop your #1 Disney cruise tip in the comments below. Whether you're a first-timer with a question or a seasoned sailor with something to add, I read every single comment and I would love to hear from you. Make sure you're subscribed with the bell turned on. I'm Casey for Castles to Cruises. Thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next one.